If you could write a letter to your teenage self, what would it say? Hey Dipit, I freaking love you. P.S. You're an absolute moron, but don't worry, that doesn't change. Help a pedo. Do you mean help a pedo? Or help a pedo? Yes. Thank you slacking off and ruining my life, bitch. My motto is, that's future me's problem. So there was one episode of the Riemann that tackled this where the protagonist, Nobita, had an older version of him coming to his timeline to make him study, then an even older version of that Nobita comes around to do the same. LOL, is this the same episode where they show him married to Shizuka and he's broke as frick and homeless and he hits his pants? Not caring what other people think is the best choice you will ever make. You'll worry less about what people think of you when you realize how seldom they do. It took me a lifetime to realize that. Great quote. Reminds me of the best interview advice I ever got. Don't worry about repeating what's on your application. The interviewer likely hasn't read it. And don't worry about repeating what you already said. The interviewer likely wasn't paying attention. Don't worry. I know nobody is thinking of me. Don't try heroin. Try cocaine instead. Psychedelics feel left out. Don't do it. Teen here. Was just planning to eat leftover pizza at 3 AM and you have convinced me to get some sleep. Username does not check out. Buy Google stock and otherwise trust your instincts, because even when they are wrong, they are taking you somewhere good. EHM. Better buy Bitcoin, I guess. Friend tried to convince me to buy Bitcoin with him at $300, but I talked him and me out of it by saying it was a bubble and wouldn't go anywhere. Not too bothered, because realistically we'd have checked out long before the high anyway, but I still missed out on potentially a good few thousand if not more. Oh well, isn't hindsight a wonderful thing? When it comes to investing, you can miss out on profit, but still have made the right decision. Just because Bitcoin did go up, it doesn't mean it was or is safe to invest in. Making money from flukes is dangerous, because people think they're right and get overconfident and inevitably lose more than they ever gained. Don't beat yourself up, you made the right choice. Hello 14-year-old me. It's you from 15 years in the future. You don't know it yet, but you're pretty dumb and you won't understand how stupid you currently are until you get older. Also stop trying to grow your hair longer, it just doesn't work and looks bad. P.S. That really awkward girl that embarrassed you and your freshman buddies on your first day of JROTC. Yeah, that's your future wife. K bye. Yo, I am 16. What if I am seeing my future wife every day in school and I don't know about it? My fiance and I never met in high school, but were around each other all of the time and never even knew it. He was friends with my brother, his friend dated my best friend's brother, my best friend dated his friend, we hung out at the same places at the same time. We just didn't meet until our mid-20s. When I was in high school I had this huge crush on this chick and she always talked about her friend. I started talking to her friend and hoped she would know what my crush thought of me. Turns out friend was really awesome and here we are 8 years together and married. Dear 13-year-old me. Hello from the future. I'm your 35 years old self. Hello. I write this to you to warn you of several things, including bad choices you make that have major repercussions for the future. First, you currently have undiagnosed ADD. I know you think you are just lazy, because that's what everyone is telling you, but it's ADD. Bug your mother to see a psychiatrist. Get some meds. Things will go much easier for you if you do, instead of waiting to find out until you're 30. It'll make future bosses happier as well. Hell, you might not get kicked out of your first high school, because you didn't pass any of the classes and couldn't actually be bothered to go. Second, lose some goddamn weight. Start working out some more. It's much easier at the age you're at than waiting until you're older like I did. I know your mother makes some delicious meals, and you can still have them. Just eat less. Third, take better care of your goddamn teeth. Trust me. Fourth, get some speech therapy. Sooner the better. I know this is unimaginable to you right now, since you are really ashamed of your stutter. You don't even want to admit that you have a problem, because that would be admitting there's something wrong with you. While you will get over that in your early 20s, That attitude will make your teenage years hell. Because you didn't go until you were 20. You had to deal with all the emotional baggage that came with it. It made your teenage years very lonely. Don't make that mistake again. 5th, in a few years, you might meet a girl named Jenny. She will seem really friendly, and you will just be happy to have a close friend again. You will even develop a crush on her. When you do meet her, run away. Run away as fast as you can, as far as you can. She is Satan incarnate, and that friendship will turn slowly more and more emotionally abusive as the years go on. She will slowly demolish any form of self-confidence you have and convince you that all of your other friends don't really like you, that no one really likes you and they find you annoying, and all you have is her. She will have you wrapped around her finger as her substitute boyfriend, and she will frick you over again and again. She will ruin years of your life. 6th, so there's this thing called Bitcoin and the future. What is it with women named Jenny? I've had 2 spectacularly bad relationships with different Jennys. We never actually dated, but I consider her to be the worst ex-girlfriend I've ever had. That friendship was weird, abusive, and I'm happy to be out of it. Dear 17-year-old me, when your dentist takes your braces off and says oops, make him fill all of the holes he just made, right then and there. Sincerely 23-year-old you that no longer smiles with his mouth open. What the frick? Shouldn't you get that it fixed for free after that frick up regardless? You'd think so, wouldn't you? You're gonna glow the frick up when you're in your 40s. Everything will be okay. Didn't knew you could become a light bulb. Hey bitch. That's so deep. Oh frick yes, spread it. Dear teenage me. Don't leave home. I know you want to, and there's probably no changing your mind. If you do, call your mum and don't avoid your dad. He needs you more than you know. Have conversations. He needs it, and you do too, whether you think so or not. Just talk to him like he is a person. Try to see past the bad stuff. He's a human and he's hurting. He probably wants your approval. Or acceptance at least. Just please check on him. You will miss him when he's gone regardless of the times you've prayed for his absence. You've got this. 23-year-old me. P.S. Happy birthday. I just had a fight with my dad before reading this. You're right. Everyone needs to learn to look past the bad things and see the human within who's hurting. Thank you. Start exercising and building better eating habits now. You won't want man boobs and a flabby belly later on, believe me. I don't know why, but I answered this seriously. Dear 16-year-old me, your brother who you love dearly will die on November 29th, 2010. You will find out on November 30th, but maybe you intervene. You have a chance to save him. Get Narcan. Be at the house. Bust into his room. Door will be locked, and administer the Narcan. Then emphasize rehab and help your parents get him in a program. Also, you get horribly addicted to pain medication when you discover you have an incurable disorder that will cause so much pain. Use pain medication responsibly, only for acute episodes. Do not write for that daily script you work so hard to get. It's not worth it. Finally, you may be wealthy, but your life is very difficult. So, enjoy being 16. It gets worse. Signed. 31-year-old me. P.S. You are an incredibly strong person despite the hardships. I'm so sorry for loss, and all of your pain. Thanks. My life tends to be a bit chaotic. My aunt likes to joke that whenever she's bored and needs drama she can call my mum or me and we always deliver. Sometimes it's good stuff and other times it's bad stuff. On this week's episode of My Home Life we have my dad going into surgery for a quadruple cardiac bypass at 9 AM this morning. It's so much fun. Sorry, I'm a bit cranky so yay. Listen bud. Marriage isn't worth it. She fricks you over and remarries one of your future college buddies. I won't say which one, because it's funnier to watch. Also, I've enclosed the location of Forrest Fenn's hidden treasure. Track this down. Keep some as family heirlooms. Sell some for profit. Donate the rest to museums. There's a girl out there for you, and upon seeing her the first time, you'll realize she's the piece that's been missing from your puzzle. No exaggeration. Trust me, that's the exact feeling. I hope you run into her, because boy that would really suck if you missed her. Just kidding. She's in a bad place right now, so go get an associate's degree, and when you finish she'll be finishing high school. Go sweep her off her feet and do everything you can to support each other. Mum's gonna get cancer. I won't tell you when, because you'll kill yourself trying to find ways to stop it the same way I almost killed myself trying to run from the truth of it. Spend more time with her. Make sure she knows you love her. When she gets close to the end, she gets real scared. Do me a favor and hold on to her hand tight. She did a lot for us, and I regret every day not being there to give her a bit of peace. Bob's going to grieve. I know he never shows emotion, but it hits him hard. Treat him like the dad you knew he wanted to be to you. Above all, don't stress too much. Stress isn't going to solve or help in any situation. Take that breath, hold that girl close, and just look forward. I don't know what the future has for me, which means you don't know either. Hopefully I don't find a letter like this later on telling me how awful everything turned out to be. I think no letter speaks much louder, because that means it's all going to be okay. There's a lot of people who love you that will be coming into your life soon enough. Cherish them. Stay safe, yourself. Thanks for watching the Reddit Radio. If you liked this video, please subscribe and click the like button. Click the top video to see my latest upload, and the bottom video is a random selection pick to interest you.